Dolphins. Vasily. So much hype. What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Oh, he just absorbed a big left hand. I know boxing fans around the world feel like Christmas morning with these two finally in the ring.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted it, they're not...
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Lomachenko in trouble. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. He is down big time on the scores. And there's the bell to start round two. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
That hook scores. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement, moves left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
They are giving us a high-tempo show. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Counter punches have to hurt. This is a high-octane battle. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. The game plan does not seem... Let's get it started in round three. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Misses that uppercut. Beautiful counter punch. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. No rest for the weary. Good counter punch. Having a hard time finding a home with that right uppercut. Good punch. How about that time counter shot? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. From this moment forward, he cannot back at it in round 4. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on there. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Good counter punching. A perfect counter lands. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight. I can't believe it. They are giving up. Well, the corner has thrown in the towel, and that will do it. The fighter not happy, but those are the rules.
I gotta be. I make $1 million a month off a salary. Picture me rolling, go look at the gallery. I've been eating now, look at the calories. No, I've been out up on the road, trying to make it to my goals. Had a lot of friends in the past when I quit on me, had a fold. I remember being told, son, don't ever say it's sold. For the girls, for the cars, for the fame, for the riches, for the gold. Yeah, I've been chasing material things, I've been chasing my dreams. Stay close to the team, I don't ever need no reason to leave. Heard the birds in the trees, telling me get it's a breeze. As you can see, I do it with ease, wanna make it them believe. That time that I came through and I got one for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the score. Hey, one time for the one time, I'll rebound, I reground. In the meantime, I stack up, this win my reward. Motivation, all that hating that they doing, motivation. Staying with it, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation. Motivation, all this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You be talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation.
Welcome to Kingdom Arena, the home to some of the biggest fights in recent history, and we're going to see another one right here, right now. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's the Pac-Man. How intimidating would it be to look up and see this man about to fight you? He is one of the absolute best in the history of boxing.
This bout is...
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want. High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. Got him there. He misses with that straight left. Like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Johnny, you would know this better than me, but I would hate fighting someone with this swarmer style. They don't let you breathe. They don't let you get off the ropes. You can't get your offense off. You just got to deal with them.
You got a swarm on your case. You know you've got to fight. You've got to hold him. You've got to tie him up. You've got to lean on him when he come in until the referee makes you break off. But keep your hands high, because I will keep punching till that referee said stop.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Misses with the straight left. There's a counter shot. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Which fighter will say no mas? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Lomachenko on the canvas. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
A shot from the gods took him out.
Talk about Loma in that last round. Here we go for round two. They really got got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Punch, counter punch. If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
God, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
Holtzman step back for just a moment. You'd like to see more jabs. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice counter. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Good one. Do you believe what we're seeing? And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Looking to land the hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao now. And there's the bell for round 3. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get sucked in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
That counter punch caught him clean. And he scores with the counter. Well done with that counter shot. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when they've got in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Right there. Pacquiao there got clipped clean. We enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. His legs are gone, but somehow he's still in this fight.
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody off.
On to the 4th we go. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
A perfect counter lands. power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
How about that time counter shot? Lomachenko in trouble. Down goes Lomachenko. And there's no doubt about it, as we see it again, that body shot did them in.
I need to see that again.
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Don't waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown is going to be we just saw. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Beautiful counter shot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it. You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.
Number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Straight in, more pain, so more gaining. Here I came in, guns blazing. At Raven, you get weighed in. Been training, sick of waiting. Some failing, not plain sailing. Entertaining, check the ratings. Let me out, I don't wanna be caged in. Yeah, I'm ready. Who's next up? Pay attention now, yeah, your best luck. I like to warm up like a few jabs, and then I hit hard like a left hook. My style's unique, not textbook. Step to me, you get yourself messed up. Win or lose, still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one, number one. There ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room.
Welcome to the wonder that is the Atlanta. Here comes. There can.
This back.
What a pleasure it is to be here. And there's the bell for round one. Tried to score with a jab. Can't land the jab there. Perfect counter lands. They're giving us a high-tempo show. After so much pre-hype fight and social media drama, I can't believe we're actually in the midst of them fighting.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything can break a man or make a man.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Caution being thrown to the wind. Perfect counter shot. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Catch and shoot. No rest for the weary. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Kelly in that last round. On to the second round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Don't get caught up on how many times this guy gets hit. He's a slugger, Johnny, and you know he's just waiting for his opportunity to strike back.
Terrorize them into not wanting to throw a punch because they don't even see the shot leaving.
Swing and a miss with that jab. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Do you believe this? This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw a blanket on them.
Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Kelly in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
There's a counter shot. Misses with the straight left. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Back and forth they go. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? That punch scores. Good one. It's all offense all the time. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Kelly in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Every second, every minute of this fight.
Here we go to the fourth round. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
And he scores with the counter. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Good counter punch. Just missed with that jab. As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, John.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Good counter punching. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Kelly in that last round. What would you tell this guy? And there's the bell for round 5. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Couldn't land that jab. Punch, counter punch. Insane action. Well, you know with featherweights, the hands are going to be flying. A lot of punch output.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fighters like that, and you punched him, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there, because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Incredible work rate. That uppercut misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Lomachenko in trouble. Let's talk about Kelly in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. On to the 6th round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Both men step back for just a moment. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. That counter shot lands. They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Kelly in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage. And there's the bell for round 7. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Fighters certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
They miss with the jab. Missing with the hook. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
And he misses with that straight left. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Kelly in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout. And there's the bell for round 8. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
They blocked the left there. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Kevin Kelly just got rocked. And Kevin Kelly has to go down. And he dropped him. The perfect sniper shot. Let's watch it again one more time.
Where?
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. I want to think of holding on here for a minute. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. No surprise there, a unanimous decision.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.